Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you have a long drive like that and having to overcome a couple penalties isn't not going to please you as a coach. Those are things we got to clean up. That we will. But overall, some of the stuff we needed to see, playing in the pocket, operating in some of those situations, that's why we need to play. But I thought Des spread the ball around. Again, you don't want to see the ball tip up and get picked down in a red zone off a really long drive, but that's what happened. So we got a lot of stuff we can coach off of, but it was good getting those guys out there. Same thing defensively. Able to get a stop, kind of took up the whole first quarter. And then I thought, the quarterbacks, all three of them, I thought they threw the ball pretty well.
In the third downs, he was able to convert the third and 12, and I think a scramble on the third and 5.
Yeah, and that's the thing, playing from the pocket, you guys have heard me talk about that, the pressure of it, but when you can extend plays, that's such a big advantage in this league, the way they have to rush you and the rush plans that you'll get. And Dez is a fast guy, and he's got a feel for that. You saw it a little bit last year at the end, and you saw it tonight a little bit, and that it changes. Like I said, it changes some of the calls they'll make and how they have to try to contain you. And so it was good to see.
And how did Bijan handle his action?
Thought he handled it really well. It was unfortunate that I thought that flag got on the field late, the challenge flag, but what do I know? I thought he had a good play. We were trying to operate quick. Drake made a heck of a play on the sideline. I thought Bijan, he operated fast. It certainly didn't look too big for him. Ankle. He was behind me the whole time, so it didn't look like he was, sometimes, again, Mike, you know how it goes, but seemed in good spirits behind me. The other one was Penny. They looked at him, so I don't know. They called down looking at concussion, so I don't know about that one yet. Just wearing our normal concepts. You guys have been to practice every day. We ran pretty vanilla personnel packages. Wanted to see us operate, so that was good to see. Thought he carried the ball pretty decent, and I thought he protected well.
In terms of what you saw from offensive defensive starters, did you see enough where you feel like you're good seeing them until week one?
Ask me Sunday after practice. The thing that I wasn't happy about is the pre-snap stuff. That's not who we want to be, the self-inflicted wounds. But, in terms of moving the ball, yeah, I thought that was clean, but not clean. That's not the right word. But, we were effective, I guess, but we gotta come away with more points. When you have that many yards, we didn't score enough points.
The second preseason game last year, I think you had something like 13, 14 penalties as well. It's something that
If you think I'm going to criticize the officials in preseason, come on, Mike.
No, I didn't know if it was something about, kind of the game when started.
There's a lot of factors. You're playing a lot of different guys. Different, that's the one thing, in all honesty, when you're playing multiple quarterbacks, the rhythm of the cadence, that's sometimes that shouldn't be. We practice every day, but, sometimes that can have an effect, and different guys, you're mixing and matching, but that shouldn't happen.
On those penalties, is there you have like a punishment in place or anything like that? Just like is like a sprint for flag?
There's a lot of things we coach off of, but no. But we'll get it fixed.
Is there more concern considering it was 4 of them were on that first drive with the starters, or does it?
Here's what I would look at. The pre-snap stuff, that's in our control. Once the whistle blows, we have to look at it, see, those are subjective calls. Maybe they're not. I haven't seen them. Those are kind of the penalties of aggression that we got to look at. But the stuff we can control pre-snap, that's 100% on us. And that's an excuse. If you got bad technique and obvious holes, that's bad football, and we got to clean that up. So I got to see those. Either way, it doesn't matter. Didn't matter at the time. They called them. Like I said, if we can carry over what we did last year, where we weren't penalized, I think we're released in the league. We got to continue to coach that and play the right technique.
DeMarco Helms came down with his second interception in preseason so far. What can you say about just what he's been doing so far in this game?
Well, he shows up when the lights are on, just like he did at Alabama. So continues to find a way. He finds the football. So he's a good football player, and we continue to work on some other things. But it's a good pattern to have 2 weeks in a row, going and getting the ball out there.
Sorry,
It's the whole team, all three phases. That's how we want to play. So it's good to see. It's good to carry over. The way we run the ball, the way we with the ball in our hands in the passing game, that's what we want to do. And fourth down and special teams. So that's why we want to play.
And the Whiteside on that last drive.
Woodside.
Woodside, I'm sorry, yes, sir. Logan Woodside on the last drive there. Good to see the clutch throws. And
Yeah, that's what I said.
for a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he gave him a chance at the end, and you get in there and obviously not playing for ties, but it was good to see Koo. That's the good thing about these preseason games. There's a lot of situations when these young guys we can coach off of that happen every week, every Sunday in the NFL. And it was good to find a pressure situation, and obviously wanted the touchdown there, but it's good to put Koo out there and make him kick preseason for him, kick a pressure kick. But I thought Logan operated well on the 2-minute drive.
When it comes to Matthew Bergeron really getting his first live reps at left guard, how important is this time for him in terms of being able to actually mimic a real life game situation?
Yeah, for all those guys, Bijan, all those rookies, even the second-year guys, just good for Kyle to get back out there. Hadn't played in a while. It's good to get him going. Good to get tackled again. Feel the speed of the game. That's if you use the preseason right, that's what it's for, to ramp up, and everybody needs it.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm very thrilled. And obviously that's why Mr. Blank and Mr. Terry and Coach Art, that's why they bring these guys in. It's just to put playmakers around me, and just be able to let them go play and get the ball in their hands. So it was great as far as just being able to go out there and I just took what the defense gave me. One easy one to Mac, to Kyle, whatever it may be. 1-on-1 to Drake. Just whatever they're going to give me, I'm going to take. So, it's great to see everyone go out there. We obviously have some things to clean up, pre-snap wise and post-snap. But it was great to see.
If you take the pick out of it, you guys were moving the ball efficiently. Is that what you like to see in terms of, and you even overcame some penalties, is it just taking yards and chunks?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say that first drive was efficient at all, especially when you're going, up 10, back 5, up 10, back 5. That's probably not the quickest way to the end zone. And so, for us, it's just about cleaning that up. Just about coming in next week, coming in more locked in than we were, and being able to clean it up and get better.
What did you think of number 7?
Yeah, obviously Bijan, he showed up a couple times there, obviously handed it to him. We got that one right there that probably would have been a touchdown before they called the challenge on it. But he was back there. He said he felt comfortable. Just felt, he's out there doing what he does. Just get the ball in his hands and just let him go.
What did you see on the pick? It looked like the defender might have run through Scotty a little bit. It wasn't called, but he kind of wanted a flag.
Yeah, in this game, it's all about controlling what you can control. I thought it was man coverage, and that was the route that we wanted to work, a little whip route on it. Once I let the ball go, then it was out of my hands. Obviously, the ref didn't make the call, and, that's something we've got to live with. Like I said, the penalties, in that drive, we probably shouldn't have got to that situation. Probably should have already had the points on the board and sitting on the bench. So for us, I think there's a lot of things that we can go back and clean up on that first drive to where that, result doesn't happen.
I'm sure obviously it's hard to quantify it, but what do you maybe attribute some of the penalties for? I'm sure that you guys have worked on a lot of that, and it's guys that really been in this for a little bit. What do you think was kind of the issue?
Yeah, honestly, we just got to lock in. There's nothing else to it. Whether it's communication, whether it's pre-snap, whether it's cadence, on me, on the O-line, on wide receiver, it doesn't matter. All 11 guys have to be locked in when we go out there to play, and that's something that we got to do better.
How did it feel from an individual perspective to be out there for the first time since January, like a real game environment?
Oh, it felt great. It was all smiles on my face just to be able to go out there and play the game that I love to play, and go out there and play with the guys I love to play it with. So, it's great not to be able to go out there and beat up your defense and go beat up someone else. So it was fun for, not only myself, but everyone out there to be able to go out there and play.
And obviously you've gotten better over the last couple of months. It's the whole point of kind of practice and everything.
Thank you.
Of course. No, but from a sense of did you feel? I know it's preseason, still only played 2 drives or whatever. But do you feel a sense of the improvement of how you from the January start to now?
Oh yeah, 100%. Both physically and mentally. Just being locked in the game plan. Being comfortable with that, being ready to go. You know, it makes it, when you get out there on the field, it makes things a lot easier. And so for me, you know, it's just about going in next week. Now this game plan's wiped, get a whole new one tomorrow, and just be ready to go.
How do you think that Taylor Heineke did his time out there? What kind of an asset has he been for this summer?
Yeah, Taylor's been a great guy for me. Both Taylor and Logan, you know, both those guys have been able to come in. Obviously, Logan last year, the last 4 games with me, and Taylor this offseason. But we've been, you know, nothing but great to each other, just bouncing off ideas to each other, being able to work off each other. And, you know, when we talk about competition, obviously there's only one person that can play this position, you know, on the field at one time. And so we know that in this job, in this profession, every job is a competition. But look, what we like to call it is a healthy competition. So, you know, no one's rooting each other down or rooting each other up, whatever it may be. But rather, you know, building everyone up together just because, you know, like we say, iron sharpens iron. So it's just going to make all 3 of us better.
There were a couple times where you escaped to your right, which we've seen you do in training camp too. Obviously, you're reading, you know, the rush, and that's kind of dictating a little bit of your movement. But do you feel like you're more dangerous when you get out into that kind of open space once you can escape the pocket out there on that right side?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, whether it's me or anyone else that has the ball in their hands, if you get outside the pocket, it puts pressure on the defense. It makes the defense have to, you know, either think pass or run from the quarterback position. So they might come up on me and think it's run, think I'm running in, then dump it off to receiver, or, you know, they think I'm passing and drop all the way back and I take off running. So, you know, that's something that's just been God-given to me, just to be able to get out and use my legs. And, you know, that's something that obviously, you know, I've always worked on. And now it's just about keeping your eyes up downfield, just seeing if a play is there to be made.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank y'all.